Hey, good afternoon. Nice to see some familiar faces and also new ones here. How have you guys been? Emma, Jihui, Jaden, Jervin, Gerald, how are you guys? Good? Any good? Damn, nice. Thank you, Emma. Okay, so can I check, are your exams all over yet? Or still have English paper? Still got English paper, right? Okay. Okay, I think this is the exam weeks already. Anyone's exam this coming week, that means starting from that week on Monday. Yeah, okay, you can just probably, yeah, can. I saw Raha's hand. Any more exams? I think most of your exams should be this coming week. Okay, all right, okay. Also, nice to see new faces. Okay, I hope the last 3 weeks has been good for you guys. Today I'll come back and take over the classes already. Okay, so for a bit at least. Okay, so let's start. I'm going to share the screen first. Mana? Okay. Okay. Can I just check? Is the screen visible to everyone? Like, can you like put a thumbs up or something so that I know? Yes, great. Thank you so much for the response. Okay, so let's start. Okay. Okay, so for today we're doing a mock paper practice on situation writing and others. Okay, especially to use connectors to link paragraphs. Okay, so we have to do three things today. First thing, informal email. Second thing, composition writing. Third thing, practice oral. Okay, I think some of us oral would have completed, but we just practice it for the sake of others who have not completed oral as well. Okay, it's always good practice. Right, so these are the three things that we need to do. We will complete this by 4:30. Now, after half lesson, we will take a 5 minutes toilet break. So it's best that now you just focus. Later, after 45 minutes, you can go toilet. 5 minutes toilet break. We always have that. Okay, so let's start. So whenever you do situational writing, of course, they say keep it simple. No need to be long-winded. This is not a composition, right? Not a composition. Composition, you can make it a bit longer. So you have to keep it simple. No need to be long-winded. No need to be long-winded. Include relevant details. Focus on the 6 bullet points, and adding too much unnecessary details is not going to help. So you don't need to do this too. You don't need to be long-winded. You don't need to add unnecessary details. Just keep it simple. Add in the relevant points, which is those 6 bullet points. I think you guys are already well acquainted with this. Okay, let's continue. Now, for situation writing, of course, you got to add fluency and connectedness to the point. So always relate back to the point. Okay, relate to the point. Add a line or two to join the points and use meaningful connectors. Okay, so in addition, eventually at the end of our experience, it helps. Okay, so meaningful connectors basically is like linking words. Hang on, let me admit the students first. Okay, basically using linking words. Okay, so let's see the difference between writing with connectors and without connectors. You guys take a minute to read these two paragraphs, one with connectors, one without connectors. Just read these two connectors. I mean, these two paragraphs, 1 minute. Okay, so looking at these two paragraphs, one with connectors, one without connectors, it's like you don't know what happened first, what happened second, etc. So for example, this one. Okay, this is the one that they added from the time that I entered the bookstore. I had to wait for 20 minutes before the store assistant had time to help me. So this is what happened first. Now, to make matters worse, it's like you already had to wait 20 minutes. It's already bad enough. To wait for 20 minutes is already bad enough. And yet, to make matters worse, this is the second one. When he was ready to help me, he used a very rude tone and told me that the bookstore did not entertain book exchanges. So first of all, you wait for 20 minutes. Secondly, the store assistant was rude. And this was after I explained to him that the book was already torn. So you already explained to him that the book was torn when you purchased it. So it's not like you just came there and I just asked for a book exchange without reason. Now, this dismal attitude of the store assistant ruined my pleasant experience at the stores. Because of all this, your pleasant experience was ruined. Fourth one. So if you use the connectors, you know what happened first, second, third, etc. So it just makes the flow of events. Okay, so basically this one, the flow of events are smoother. Okay, with connectors here. Okay, so you can try that one. So these are some examples of connectors. So for example, this is for informal writing or introduction. I can't wait to meet you. I can't wait to hear from you, and I hope you're well. I want to invite you or something. Okay, and then in the body paragraph, you can just write this kind of connectors. On that day, what happened? However, on top of that, don't worry. Conclusion, what do you want? Basically, the call to action. The CTA is actually a call to action. What do you hope to get? You're really looking forward to get what? I'm sure and I can't wait. Etc. These are all for informal writing. Works well, but not for formal writing. See, this one, yeah, formal. So it depends on who you're writing to, the audience. So I'm writing to who? Who's what's your name? Who are you? Which class, etc. And then the body. I understand that what happened. I have chosen this particular product, for example. I would like to, I observed, I hope, I'm really looking forward. I thank you for your kind attention. I hope that you will investigate the matter. You see, all these words are more formal when you do a formal writing. Okay, so I think we've covered this before. So ask yourself, what is a PAT? Always before you look at the question, the purpose, audience, and the tone. Formal or informal? Why are you writing the situational writing? Audience, who are you writing it to? The tone, how are you writing it? How? Okay, then read the bullet points. What information is the question asking for? Read through the situational text and match the details asked. Okay, so purpose, audience, context is like what I mentioned. Why are you writing this? Who you're writing to? What is the situation? Formal or informal? Okay, so this will all be for anyone. Can you have to ask yourself this for formal or informal? Anything. Okay, so characteristics of a formal letter. Okay, so usually usually to someone in authority. You use a formal tone, and this one, yes, contractions cannot be used. Okay, so it's usually to provide information. Okay, don't have lengthy elaboration and concentrate on the main topic. Don't go off tangent. Okay, don't go off topic. Okay, so here I need you to look at this conversation between Timmy and Ellen first. 1 minute. Okay, so you see, this is a Wellbe triathlon. So basically, is a promotional event here. Come join us for a day, for a fun day of activity and competition. And then these are the details here, which is the date, time, and date, time, venue is stated here. Requirements, you must form 3 persons. So here you have Timmy, Alan, and a Robert. Okay, so there must be one participant per sport. So one for swimming, one for running, one for cycling. So probably Timmy and Ellen will take for running and cycling since Robert can do the swimming. And you need to pay $5 per person. So in total, you have to pay $15. And if you attended this triathlon 2 years ago, you have $2 off their registration fee. Okay, so this is a 2021, not 2023. So maybe Robert cannot have that. And the first prize is 150 Decathlon voucher. First 30 sign-ups will get our limited edition t-shirt for free. Okay, maybe this is something that is interesting for the students here. So now your task, imagine you're Ellen, a student at this Wellbe Primary School. You're going to write an email to Robert. So if you write an email to Robert, this is your friend, right? So you can write an informal email. To invite him to join a team, to form a team with you and Timmy for the annual triathlon. Okay, so this one, what in your email, these are the bullet points that you need to add. Why are you writing to Robert? The reason why you're writing to Robert. You want him to join you, right? Why he should join? What is his strength? Which is the swimming. When and where? So this one is the details is already given. When and where? What Robert can gain? What is the benefit that he can get? And when he needs to reply you by. So these are some information that you need to add inside your email. Okay, so guys, based on this slide here, there are 5 bullet points here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you guys have to do something. Based on the poster, you have to answer these 5 questions in bullet points. You don't have to write the email. Do not write the email, just answer in bullet points these 5 questions. So I will can give you maybe around 5 minutes for this. Okay, any questions, you can just unmute yourself and let me know what the question is. If not, your time starts now. Answer these 5 questions in bullet points. Please write in the chat. Type in your answers in the chat. Okay, so far I've seen few students answer. The rest of you, if your answers is not there, please try to type it in here. Okay, so I'm going to show you the example of an introduction, body, and conclusion. So for example, it's like this. Okay, so this is the format that you use when you write an informal email. So this one is an informal email. Okay, so to who you thought you are sending it to, Robert. So from Ellen. Ellen was the one who wrote it because you are Ellen in this question. Subject, invitation to join my team for the Wellbe Triathlon 2023. So she asked, Dear Robert, it's been a while since we last spoke. How are you doing? So this one, because it's informal, so you can ask about well-being because it's informal. Formal, don't need to. Okay, so then you come straight to the point. I recently came across a poster about this year's Wellbe Primary School Triathlon, and I was wondering if you wanted to form a team with Timmy and me. So this one is the purpose. Okay, this is the purpose of writing the email. Okay, so you're giving the details. When is it, what time is it, and what you want him to do. So here, this is the date given. So that you give the detail, time, and where.